Hello everyone, I am from Institute Guru Govind Singh Polytechnic, Nashik. This presentation is prepared by Sai Rajendra Paithankar and Prachi Anand Deshpande. We are second year electrical engineering students. Our micro project name is Hydroelectric Power Plant. How hydropower works? First, hydroelectric power comes from water at work. Water in motion, it can seen as a form of solar energy. As the sun powers the hydrologic cycle which gives the earth its works. In the hydrologic cycle, atmospheric water reaches the earth's surface as the precipitation. Some of this water evaporates, but much of it either percolates into the soil or becomes surface runoff. Water from rain and melting snow eventually reaches pond, lakes, reservoirs, or ocean, where evaporation is constantly occurring. Second, moisture percolating into soil may become groundwater, subsurface water, some which also enters water bodies through springs or underground streams. Groundwater may move upward through soil during dry periods and may return to the atmosphere by evaporation. Third, water vapor passes into the atmosphere by evaporation, then circulate condenses into clouds, and some returns to earth as precipitation. Thus, the water cycle is complete. Nature ensures that water is a renewable source. Second is generating power. First, in nature, energy cannot be created or destroyed, but its form can change. In generating electricity, no new energy is created. Actually, one form of energy is converted to another form. Second, the generate electricity, water must be in motion. This is kinetic moving energy. When flowing water turns blades in a turbine, the form is changed to mechanical machine energy. The turbine turns the generator rotor, which then converts this mechanical energy into another energy from electricity. Since water is the initial source of energy, we call this hydroelectric power or hydropower for short.
Third, at facilities called hydroelectric power plant, hydropower is generated. Some power plants are located on rivers, streams, and canals, but for a reliable water supply, dams are needed. Dams store water for later release for such purpose as irrigation, domestic and industrial use, and power generation. Fourth, the reservoir acts much like battery, storing water to be released as needed to generate power. Next is transmitting power. First, once the electricity is produced, it must be delivered to where it is needed, our homes, schools, offices, factories, etc. Dams are often in remote locations and power must be transmitted over some distance to its users. Second, vast networks of transmission lines and facilities are used to bring electricity to us in a form we can use. All the electricity made at power plant comes first through transformer which raise the voltage so it can travel long distance through power lines. At local substations, transformer reduce the voltage so electricity can be divided up and directed throughout an area. Third, transformer on poles further reduce the electric power to the right voltage for appliances and use in the home. When electricity gets to our homes, we buy it by the kilowatt hours.
Thank you for watching this video.